Hallo, assalamu alaikum, good morning. Khushamdi ji ayanu, goedemorgen.
Bekhair Ragale, Ni Hao, Ture Shumme, Washmale, Ohio, Gonzaimes, Guten Morgen, Hola, Bonjour, Privyet, Kaifa Hal, Hale Shuma Chatore, Ahlan Wasalan Marhaba, Buna, Mucho, Gracias, Swabia, Balli Karaya, Ishpata, and thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into PTP World. You watching World this morning alongside the very fantastic, the very superb, the very amazing Shiza Hashmi and Shahzad Khan. Hello Shiza, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. What about you? How has the morning been so far?
Well, the morning's been great so far, Alhamdulillah. You know, the very moment when I woke up, I wasn't feeling really very well. And I think my mother has started to do this very cute little thing. And
Yeah.
it is because I think I sleep somewhat around 12 or midnight. Now what happens is that every now and then she's like, hey, are you catching up on your sleep as well? Are you sleeping enough? And I'm always like, hey, you know what, Ma, thank God that, you know, we've got a lot of work to do now and that I cannot catch up on my sleep. So every morning when she's going to wake me up, she'll be like, Hassan, do you want to go? And I'm like, wow.
I wish there was an option.
Yeah, as if there's a choice. And I'm like, yeah, Mom, I have to go, man, because a lot of viewers will be waiting for us as well.
Absolutely.
So, ladies and gentlemen, a very fine good morning to everybody out there as well who tune into their television screens in 46 different countries. Wow.
And what I absolutely love about the viewers that do tune in to watch us is you guys writing to us. So on my personal account even, I do get messages from so many different parts of the country, some places I've probably never even heard of before. And the most common thing that we do get to hear is how you guys learn from us. And to be honest, it makes a huge difference in our lives because Shahzad and I take this as a responsibility, not just as a job that pays us, to actually share all the information that we for sure have with you guys. And, you know, we'll try to have a fun morning. And with fun mornings actually always start with a healthy plate of breakfast. And this is what you and I have been advocating for so long. So you tell me, what was your healthy breakfast for today?
Well, I'm not really sure whether people are going to consider that it was a healthy breakfast or
I'll
not.
judge it.
Okay, but you can judge it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think my breakfast is very simple, but I'm very habitual of having breakfast before I leave for work, no matter what happens. And I think that the due credit goes to my mother because she's never let us leave our house without having breakfast. She's
a very
always
good
made a point,
habit.
even if you're getting late, even if it's your exam, she will make you sit. She will at least make you drink a glass of milk as well. So today I had 2 brown bread pieces. It was a half-fried egg. There was a little bit of pulse and a little bit of vegetable and a good cup of tea without sugar.
I like it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Without sugar.
And then, but the best part is that I do not drink the entire cup of tea because our own guy Iftikhar over here at PT will make some amazing
Oh, he
tea or
does.
coffee. So I'm always looking forward to that. What about you?
What about me? My breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Do
I
you
had
even have breakfast?
Yeah, I now like do because of course it's healthy. But the thing is, I had a small piece of naan with desi ghee along with my coffee because I have to make it, so I don't have enough time
Naan
early
and
in the
desi ghee?
morning. Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
that's a very different combination. Yeah.
How is that? I
I mean, if somebody's going to look at you and be like naan and desi ghee,
I
and then,
love desi. Oh my God, the amount of desi ghee that is consumed at my place, especially because of me, it's huge. I absolutely love
That's wonderful.
makhan, desi ghee for that matter. But ladies and gentlemen, that aside, you know, Shahzad, when I was living in the hostel, and for whoever is living away from their own homes for the sake of job, for the sake of studies and whatnot, they do miss food from their own place, right? And well, thanks to the internet, first of all, I think a lot of things are available in terms of, well, first of all, healthy food, yes. And a lot of options in terms of, well, where to buy. You don't have to cook anymore if you don't feel like. So it's a technological world, yes, but with a lot of benefits. And we are right now talking about food. That means that in this particular segment, we are going to be discussing and then celebrating some entrepreneurs that took a leap, especially in the COVID-19 situation.
Exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I'm actually going to introduce our first guest over here today with us, who's actually going to let us know the difficulties faced by all of those people who are into the food industry as well.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, they have their own brand with the name of Maboos, and they say food, banaye mood as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're happy that we've actually been joined by Ms. Samreen Bhatt. Hello, assalamu alaikum, good morning.
Walaikum salam. Good morning. How are you?
Absolutely
Very good.
perfect. Chala
Welcome.
sain dadu sutwa.
Dadu sutho hal hai. Tahan jo chal hai.
Alhamdulillah.
Are you Sindhi?
No, I'm
Alhamdulillah.
from Karachi as well, so I can speak. Yeah.
You're very
Wow.
fluent in it,
That's
right?
wonderful, and thank you very much for joining us. So let's talk about food, and let's talk about Maboos first of all. So what's Maboos? Let our viewers know.
Maboos is a food outlet.
Okay.
I'm running from my home, and I'm making food at home. That's it.
What kind
And
of food
delivering.
are we talking about over here? Are we talking about biryani? Are we talking about roll parathe? Are we talking about chutney? Are we talking about aloo bukhare ki chutney? Are we talking about
I'm
pizzas?
drooling
Are we
in my
talking about
heart.
burgers? Are we talking about
Everything.
steaks? Oh my
Everything.
God, man,
Not,
there's so
not
much to eat.
steaks, because it's home-based, and
Okay.
I'm making food on orders, so that's why not steaks right
Okay.
now, but hope so.
And
Coming soon.
And I think that this is something which I would love to talk about as well. That in urban areas, what we've witnessed now is that since majority of the people are working, it's no longer there's this trend over here in Islamabad at least that the woman is actually going to stay back at home and cook for the man, and the man goes out and work. I think both of the members of the house are actually going to go out to earn. So what they want by the end of the day is they want ghar ka khana.
Yes.
ka
You know,
khana.
It's everything.
Yeah, home-based food is something which everybody wants because of the hygiene, because of dietary benefits as well. So they order on
Yeah.
purpose as well. But and this is not a relatively newer idea as well. I think people who live in UK, Canada, USA, all of those people who work, that's what they do because we've been there as well and I've seen it. So when my sister does not feel like
Well,
cooking,
I'm making food, but still sometimes I order the food from outside.
Because
Really?
it's so convenient.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
because
so
you're like, man,
convenient, and when
I don't
I
think
go-
I can eat apna banaya hua khana. Is it like that?
No, it's not like that because obviously I also get exhausted, so
Yeah,
that's
of
why I.
Why
All
don't,
right, so
why
some-
don't you make a little extra if you're making something, if you're making biryani for somebody and
On
they
Sundays,
want.
I don't want to make. I want,
Henna?
yeah.
Weekends should be off,
Yeah.
definitely.
I
But-
should skip one day. I
Yes.
should skip.
Definitely,
And I
yes.
skip on Sundays.
Wow,
So
that's it.
Samreen, do you were you always into cooking?
My family was like that.
Okay, so
As
you-
we are Kashmiri and we are fond of food, and the taste buds are like that. So वो किसी के हाथ का खाना,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is not.
Gushtabe and everything, you know how to make that?
What?
Gushtaba or something
Yeah.
like Oh, wow.
And
Gushtaba.
that,
It's a
shabdek
Kashmiri
and all
dish.
these things, yes.
All right, so Samreen, just to make it clear for everyone out there who's watching right now, so you have an Instagram and Facebook page.
It's a Facebook page.
It's a Facebook page.
yeah,
Mahboo's.
Mahboo's Food Banai Mood.
All right, so how many days prior can we order?
Yeah, it's whenever I am making whatever I'm making, I'm
You put
just
a post?
posting. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
posting that you have to order this,
Okay.
and I'll make for that.
So are you also catering to the tiffin system in offices or everything?
Yeah, in offices I'm catering.
You are?
Yeah,
All
in
right, that's
offices I'm
brilliant.
catering. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you feel, sorry Shazad,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
it's
cutting,
all right.
because it was sort of a long question, so I
Yeah.
made it into
There,
pieces.
there are a few more things which I want to ask. Since you
Okay.
said that you're a Kashmiri and that you reside in Karachi and that you know Sindhi, that's a lot.
now
of,
you're in
Yeah,
Islamabad.
that's a lot of multicultural experience, and I think it's great. But the point is, for somebody who's from Karachi, I know that they have a very different taste
Of
and
biryani.
very different taste buds as well. Because people over there, I think that Karachi, ladies and gentlemen, best nehari, best pie, best biryani, all of
Yeah.
these things, you're going to get the best, and seafood as well. Coming down to Islamabad, there are different choices which people will make as well. So is it hard for you to adjust to the choices people make?
No, it's not hard for me because basically my birthplace was Quetta and I went Karachi. After that, I
Wow.
came here. So I have been from Afghanistan as well, so I can make Afghani cuisine very, very,
amazing.
yeah, in an original form. So these are the things that if you are having a passion of something and you are living any place of any in the world, you are learning these things
Okay. That
is
because
true.
that is your passion.
And very quickly, because we're sorting the menu out, because there are people out there, they might be thinking what to order. So you just have to say yes or no whether you can make it or
Okay.
not. Chinese,
Yes.
Italian,
No.
Thai,
Yes.
yes, continental.
No.
Continental, no, I think
I don't understand what continental means.
continental means just regular conventional food. I think that's
Just
continental.
regular,
Yeah.
okay.
I think so. I don't know whether people out there think likewise or not. But okay, so we've got Chinese, we've got Thai, and we've got pizzas, we've got burgers.
Yes, yes.
no
Fast food
steaks,
baking, even fondant cakes.
even fondant cakes as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Wow.
On orders for birthday parties and all that.
Wow, I think that's great. But now, since it's COVID and everybody's into a very different practice about food. Restaurants have closed. They've only allowed that you can dine outside the restaurant as well. So, do you think that your business has actually grown within this time, or do you
No,
think that
it's
it has
not.
gone down?
No, it's
Really?
not
Okay.
because people are very much curious about their health and all these things. So that's why they are not preferring to order the food.
Okay.
When COVID came on that time, that was hype,
Yeah.
as you know. But now things are settling down because they know we have to survive with COVID.
Yes,
Okay.
true.
So now things are settling down and
So-
hope for the best.
So because everything closed down, so your orders for offices or institutions for that matter did close down as well.
Yes, yes.
And individuals were not even ordering.
Yeah.
So did you have like a hiatus, let's call it, for a few months where you weren't doing anything?
No.
Or were you rebranding, or
No,
you
no,
wanted
no.
to come back?
Actually, I'm
with the
working
bank?
in a call center as well
Okay,
as HR,
okay, you
so
had a
I
job.
was having that.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
But you know what, Samreen, when we talk about businesses and entrepreneurship in Pakistan, now we know that with the incumbent government and the relaxed policies, this is the perfect time to establish your own business.
Yes, yes.
And a very conducive environment.
Yeah.
Do you feel so, first of all? I think my question was very leading. You can say no as well. It's a yes or no question. First of all, do you think it's a good time? And also, a news article says that after the, things were relaxed in, I think in July, the first time restaurants reopened, right? After that, there has been an economic surge in food businesses. Do you agree with that?
Well, Shiza, what I think that there is not always a good time or right time. You make the time right.
Oh, that is true. Yes, yes.
So these are the things that how much ideas you have in your mind, how you can proceed in your life. So these are the things that you have to make time right for yourself.
Absolutely.
So I'm making things right for myself as well.
That's nice.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. And I think
like
that
the spirit.
there's another reason. You know, if we see the picture through, I think that the problem is that now since nobody was going out of their places, everybody was experimenting in the kitchen. Everybody wanted to cook. You know,
Yeah.
they wanted to get busy.
So
as
that's
well.
why now we have a good opportunity because people came to know that they don't have good taste in their lives.
Or they cannot probably cook properly as well. So yeah.
I like
So that's why we have scope.
Yeah, and hats off to a lot of people who've actually been eating whatever kind of food is being made at their place because they couldn't say anything and it was COVID and it was lockdown and they couldn't go outside as well. So yeah, thumbs up to you guys as well.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about tough times, obviously there needs to be tough precautions which needs to be taken and adopted by
Yeah.
any food caterer or any person who's actually providing such a service. So what kind of SOPs have you made sure that you're going to follow so that people are going to rely on the kind of supply they're going to get from your side?
First of all, what I did, I just did fumigation in my home and all those things, and I used sprays and all those
Yeah.
things, and I make MOVs for that.
MOVs, what's that?
Like pictures and all those
Oh, got
things,
it,
and
got
I
it.
sent to my
For
clients.
proof.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for proof. I made that, and I told them that I'm doing these things. Now you can order, and you should be feeling secure now.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So these are the things, and yes, I was delivering my food by Bike and all those apps, but right now I'm having my private what do you say that riders.
All right.
Oh, that's nice as well.
So I know them personally
So the
that
business
they
is
are
booming, right?
Yeah.
Mashallah.
So I said you that you have to make the time right.
That is
Yeah.
absolutely true, and
Exactly.
we love your spirit, Samreen.
Thank
but
you.
do you have a story to share about a very difficult customer of yours?
Yeah, and before you do that, I have a very interesting story to share with
Yeah?
everybody who's out
You
there.
think about
that,
it meanwhile.
A day, I think yesterday or a day before yesterday, there was a rider, food delivery guy who was actually being arrested by the police because he wasn't really a delivery guy or a food rider guy. He actually had a gun. In
my
the
God.
delivery box, and he was actually going around places robbing people, you know, and he's been
Oh
caught by the Sindh police as well, so he's behind the bars now. And you know, I'm only sharing it with everybody out there because not every guy is the food delivery guy, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, please make sure that you kind of keep it in your head and not be just out there. Hanji bhaijan, mera order aa gaya, and you know, there you see a gun. So please don't do that. Just be very aware.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I didn't know, and we don't mean to scare you, but we really need to warn you about
But I
these things as
experienced
well.
it in
Yeah.
Karachi.
Really?
In Karachi.
Yeah, I was coming through from somewhere, and a rider came in front of my car, and he
Yeah.
stopped the car, and he just put gun on his tank, fuel tank. So I was saying, okay, okay, what do you have in your box?
Well, thank God we're in better
Hot
times
box,
now.
yeah.
That was the old Karachi we know. Naya Pakistan is better.
But this happened day before yesterday.
But still, I'm very
I'm
patriotic.
talking about her story.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, so yes, Samreen, have you been ever had the chance actually to deal with hard customers, and how do you deal with them actually?
Not really.
You know, some really like to complain just for the sake of complaining.
Yeah,
I remember a few
it
stories.
happens in baking side.
Oh.
Yeah.
It happens in baking side because people think that if I'm making the cake, fondant cake, it's very easy and quick. But they
takes a
actually
lot of
people don't
effort.
want to pay you back.
Yeah.
Ah,
This is the
right.
thing. That's why they are making issues from no issue.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Exactly, but I even happen to know a lot of my friends, not a lot of my friends, I think he's the only friend, you know, what he
Who
does
is-
is that, you know, every time we're going to go to a restaurant or every time something's being cooked at my place or at his place, he will always complain. He'll be like, what, is this the kind of service we are here for? You know,
Yeah.
this is a 5-star hotel. He will always make noise, no matter what happens. Even though that
Attention
he's
seeker.
even if he's only going to order a cup of tea, he will have a problem with that too as well. इसमें चीनी मेरे, even if he's putting sugar by himself, he'll be like, इसमें ये मीठी बहुत है. You know, so I think that there are two kind of people.
Yeah.
People who might not even complain if there's something wrong, God forbid. You know, they're going to give another chance. But there are people, even if there's nothing wrong, they will still be.
What I said, that issue from no issue.
Yeah, just for the sake of it.
And actually,
I
people
think this
are,
is a line probably women say a lot to their husbands. Issue from now on issue as well. I've heard this line a lot. Yeah.
okay.
It's
Alright,
all right.
so
Yeah,
we-
you can say whether you've said it to your husband or not.
No,
ever.
never. Because I heard this.
That's nice as well.
Neither way around. Wow.
But
Vice
Samreen-
versa.
Yeah.
Vice versa. But Samreen, you know, a lot of youngsters, because they had universities and colleges off, they started online food businesses and online bakeries during this COVID. I can personally name a lot of them as well. So if you were talking to them and giving them advice on how to take this forward and make this into a profession, what would you tell them?
First of all, they should be loyal to their work.
Okay. yes.
Loyalty. If there is no loyalty, if you are doing these things for the sake of money, then I think any work, if you are doing for the sake of money, it will not grow that much, because
Yes.
inner peace is also very important.
Yes,
True,
yeah.
true, true.
If you are having money, you are having a good company, multinational company, but you are not having inner peace because of loyalty. So this is the thing, that you should be passionate and loyal to your work. So
That
I
is
think
nice.
that's wonderful. But I have a very important question now, because now since we are talking about Mabus, which happens to be one of your own brand as well, and with so much ease available, I'm actually trying to refer to all of those masalas which are available, ready mixed masalas. You know, you get them from the market, and you just mix them, and you know and the curry tastes beautiful or wonderful for that matter. So recently, Kylie Jenner actually uploaded a picture on her social media where it had a box of Shan masala in it as well.
No
Acha.
way, I
And
didn't
the
see
world
it.
and
How
the
come?
world and the world went crazy over that picture as well.
Oh.
That okay, Kylie is actually using Shan masala. But now coming down to the point, you know, for every food outlet, they really need to have a very different kind of taste which people would fall in love with. Now, do you use these masalas quite often?
yes, I have some authentic recipes of my family, so I use them.
Okay. So, aren't the people like that, you know, okay, Samreen, probably we didn't wanted something of Shan masala or other masala mix type of thing.
No,
but we
people say
wanted-
me that don't use these masalas.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
So then what do you do?
Sometimes.
So what do you do
So I quit those dishes.
then? Really?
Yeah, I quit those dishes, because if the customer is not happy,
It's
this is my
usually
business. Customer is always right, you know.
Yeah.
So this is
Absolutely.
the
but,
thing.
but it's usually with the biryani, right? Because it has a
No,
lot of
like there is
small balls and stones. In
one that is aloo bukhara.
Aloo bukhara,
Yeah.
Of small stones.
it. Yeah. Anyway, yes, you were saying.
So like there are some masalas in which the food color is very much. So
Yeah.
that's why people don't
Oh.
like those. So I quit that.
Exactly.
Food-
And then
so-
what's the point? Sorry. And then what's the point of ordering it from Mabus if you're going to use the masalas anyways?
Yeah.
So now you're doing
Which
your own
masalas?
masalas,
You-
right?
Now she does
Yeah.
not use any masalas.
No. I use, but usually I use my own masalas. So
Oh, that's
what I do.
nice. It's interesting. So, do you have an expansion plan? Do you want to go big with this, inshallah?
Yeah, inshallah ta'ala, I want to open an outlet. Inshallah
Oh,
ta'ala.
inshallah, inshallah. Is that in the works?
Yeah, in a pipeline.
Inshallah.
Inshallah ta'ala. Soon you will see the Mabus
Inshallah.
banners.
We're
That's
waiting
good.
for
But
it.
now, you know, coming down to the very important point, and I think that people might be expecting that I might ask this question, and that is that, so for every food outlet, it is very important for the consumer to know whether it's going to be a very high-end food outlet or whether it's going to be in range for all of those people from
Yeah.
different walks of life.
Yeah, a
So
very
let's
good
talk a
point.
little about the prices as well. For
Yes.
example, if you're going to order a chicken curry,
Yes.
how much do you think is it going to cost us for a
Yes, I
kg
have
of chicken curry?
two type of plans. I have
Okay.
two type of things. Like if you want to order a plate,
Oh,
you are
we
okay
can
to
do that?
go. If you
All
want to
right.
order it in kgs, so it's also available.
All right.
All right.
And the thing is this, yes, I want to open a restaurant or outlet, whatever, but I want to cater people who are middle class.
All right.
That is very important. Yes.
Because they also need these things, and they also want to chill out. Because I'm also from mediocre family, and I'm proud of it, because we are survivors.
Why
Exactly.
not? Yes, absolutely.
We are survivors. We are surviving in any kind of COVID or everything.
Yeah.
We are surviving. So I want to cater those people, those ladies especially who are wearing abayas and all that. I want a separate place for them where they can enjoy with their family, with their friends.
Yeah.
I really like this idea. You know,
Yeah.
yes, actually, because it is need of the hour as well.
Yeah.
You will definitely make a lot of people
Because we are
comfortable.
entrepreneurs, as you are, we are bold enough to work, to go outside, to sit and chill. But there are ladies who are not that much bold, and they are having boundaries from their families as well.
Exactly. True.
So they should need these kind of places.
Exactly, that's wonderful. And so, you know, we've talked about Italian, we've talked about Chinese, we've talked about Thai, we've talked about continental, we've talked about, you know, bakery
Kashmiri.
items. Yeah, bakery items as well, and Kashmiri food products and Sindhi food products as well. Now I'm going to come down to where people might ask you whether do you do chapatis or not.
Yeah.
You know, because that's one thing people are not very habitual of eating naan.
I
roti.
never made roti ever since I got married. I always order because I don't like making it. So if I were ordering from you, I would definitely ask if you have roti.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I
Really?
do.
You make
but
it yourself?
not on daily basis.
Okay.
Not on daily basis.
Depends
but if
on the mood.
Yeah. Yes. Food banai mood. If my mood is there, I'll make chapatis for you.
Exactly. And
No,
you-
see, this is the platform where I cannot say you something wrong.
Okay.
If the people are asking about chapati and I'm not making, so it,
You can't lie, of
yeah,
course.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is the thing. So that's why.
And one more thing which I'm going to ask, because I think people would actually love to know this, and that is that every now and then, you know, we have this debate at our place as well, that my father is usually to the cook or to the chef is like that, you know, you use a lot of oil, you know, everything is just kind of swimming within the oil as well. And people over here in Islamabad at least are not very used to of consuming a lot of oil. So do you make sure that, you know, that you are actually fulfilling the requirement of the customer?
See, there is a
or do you
very
ask them
good-
anything before ordering?
There is a very famous phrase, "Ghee kare lazma badi bua ka naam."
What does it
Ghee
mean?
kare?
Lazma badi bua ka naam. Like
Okay.
oil is making food delicious, and badi bua is saying that I made it delicious.
Got it.
So yes, without oil you cannot make food. It's
No,
a
but
very
not a
big
lot
lie.
of oil. But not a lot of oil.
So I think what
You-
Shazad means to say is
You
if
can
he
take it
were-
out now after that.
No, like what if he okay, let's not name Shazad. What if someone has got to a bit cholesterol for that matter, and they request you that please use
Then-
olive oil and just a
yes.
little bit of it? Would
Yes,
you cater
I
to
do
their
that.
requests?
Yes,
Okay.
on order. Obviously, I'm going to make on their order, and that will be customized.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow.
That's what we were
But the normal food which I'm making, people want tari on that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So
Okay.
this is the thing.
Tadka, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
and how can people order this food? You know, do we have to log on to your Facebook? And then there's one more thing. So right at the beginning of the show, you said that I update my page every single day that this is what I'm cooking. So are we supposed to order from there, whatever you're cooking, or we can order from by ourselves as well? That okay, we feel like eating this.
Yes, if you are not going to my page, and obviously I share that post for only for lunchtime.
Okay.
So if you want dinner, you can tell me one day before, or even 2 or 3 hours before. I can make that.
All right, wow,
Yeah.
that's
Wow,
wonderful. And how can we order? Do we have a number? Or do
Yeah, I have a number, and
Sure.
I have a Facebook page
We, yeah.
as well.
Why don't
so
why don't you share it with our
Yeah,
viewers?
it's 0336 380 4448. It's Mabu's Food Banai Mood.
Mabu's food banai mood. But why Mabu's?
It's Ma and Abu.
Ma and Abu.
Actually, I'm
Mabu's.
going to expand my business not in food but a lot of things are
Other
there.
things
So
would-
so I want to make a Mabu's home.
Wow.
Under one
Interesting.
roof, you are getting each and everything.
Inshallah.
this is the thing,
Inshallah.
yeah.
So it's going to be a
Thank you.
one-wonder solution, ladies and gentlemen. But we really want to wish you best of luck, Miss Samreen Bhatt. Thank you very much for being with us. You're on a voyage of your own,
Yeah.
and we
Thank
want to
you.
wish you
Thank you
best
so
of
much.
luck. This platform
Thank
is for
you.
everybody. We want to share it with as many people as they can. We hope that soon you'll be getting international orders as well.
Inshallah.
Because people take,
Inshallah.
people take these niharis and cakes and everything abroad as well, you know,
Yeah.
in a very sealed can packing.
Yeah.
So inshallah, probably because we go out in 46 different countries, you never know where you might get the order from. But do let us know that, okay, hey,
Okay,
you know
I
what,
will,
somebody
sure I
called from
will.
Canada and they want nihari. So I'm going to
Right.
send them nihari.
First of all, I'm going to get order from Shehzad.
Yeah, why not? Why
Why
not?
not? But thank you so much, Samreen.
Thank you
You
so
have
much
a
for
lovely spirit,
inviting
and
me.
we
Thank you.
absolutely love
Thank
it.
you.
But ladies and gentlemen, this is something I wanted to talk about, and well, it's going to be disturbing, but it's true. And I even unfortunately came across a picture of it. So a family of okay, I'm not sure, probably 3 kids. So a family went out in Lahore
Oh, yeah, rat.
to have food, and in their shawarma there was a rat. Like there was no chicken or meat whatsoever. So it was a rat shawarma. And it was not rat meat, a fully fried rat. Oh my God. So please, first of all, be careful of where you go to, be careful of where you order from. And just please make sure you're having healthy and, well, neat and clean food.
Yeah,
Because
and not just that, I've got one more thing to add over here. So I think everybody needs to be very careful about it because you get this option. So there's this one franchise of Bhat Kadai in Lahore where they had 2 dead chicken and they threw them actually into the bin as well. So, but people took it out and they were taking them back to the restaurant so that they can cook them and feed them to somebody else as well. So yeah, please make sure, because you
Wow.
always have a choice at Bhat Kadai that you go and you make sure that you know that they slaughter the chicken right in front of your eyes,
Really? Wow.
and they make it in front of your eyes. So please do not order them over the phone and be like, hey, you know what, bhai, 2 kilo ki chicken kar dem, because that kilo ka chicken is no more, guys. So please don't do that. Be very careful
Right.
about it.
Absolutely. But when you do enjoy a lot of food, there are some things that you need to do to, of course, keep your body and mind in shape as well. This is what we will talk about, how to burn that food and how to stay fit. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Good morning.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. For everybody who just got tuned into PTV World, you watching World this morning alongside the very fantastic, the very amazing, the very superb Shahzad Khan and Shiza Hashmi. Before going or heading out towards a short break, ladies and gentlemen, we made sure that we're going to use this platform to promote entrepreneurs. We have always made sure that we're going to promote musicians, we're going to promote art, We're going to promote whoever wants a little bit of promotion. And ladies and gentlemen,
All sorts of talent.
Yes, all sorts of talent. And but yeah, since we were talking about food, I think that the next segment really needs to be about exercise, working out, and how to make sure that your mind, body, and soul is in synchronization.
And without any further ado, because we have a lot of questions for this particular person. Ladies and gentlemen, she's been on the show before. You've seen her on, well, different TV screens on your TVs as well, channels I mean. She's a fitness trainer and she happens to be Tahmeena Kausar. Hello, assalamu alaikum, welcome back.
Walaikum assalam. Good morning. How are you?
Good
Very
morning,
good,
how are
thank
you?
you
You
so
look
much.
you look great.
Yes.
Thank you
mashallah.
so much. You know, being trainers, you always feel happy and motivated.
And
Yeah.
it shows on your face as well. But
Exactly.
Tahmeena, we really have to start with this topic, of course. The pandemic, it's been going on for almost 1.5 years now, and it's getting to people's minds. It's so paranoid, and it's also, you know, the psychological effect is crazy. So are there some workouts, first of all, if you are going through COVID, you should do, and then just to get rid of the stress, you should do?
Actually, Shahzad will agree with me because, you know, like exercise, you know, just generates a happy hormones,
Yeah.
which we call
Yeah.
it, okay? So first of all, when this corona pandemic started,
Yeah.
I was trying to actually educate and communicate with people that, you know, please don't get stressed. Yes, we all will get infected, you know, even
One way or the other.
one way or the other.
Yeah,
But the thing is, like, you know, we have to be strong mentally and physically.
Yes.
Apart from the food we are eating, apart from the all the techniques and tricks and ye kha le aur wo kha le, but you have to be strong internally, jo immune system we are talking about,
Yeah.
okay?
Absolutely.
So the thing was, like, you know, exercise actually improve and, you know, your immune system. So COVID-19 was attacking on our lungs.
Yes.
You know, mostly. So the
Yes.
thing was, like, you know, when we exercise and we are more focusing, okay, you know, build up your mind and muscle connection, you know, and the nervous system works, which, you know, just controls your body. So I was telling people that, you know, you have to exercise,
Yeah.
even if you're doing yoga, outdoor activities or anything, but you have to work on your breathing and improve your lung function so, you know, you can get rid of it and overcome this situation, yeah.
And wow, that's wonderful. And since you've got these extension bands over here as well, so why don't you pass them on to me and that we can give a small demo to everybody
What do
out
they
there
do?
whether we can work out or not with them.
It's actually true.
Because this is something, ladies and gentlemen, which has actually helped me while I was recovering from COVID or while I was in isolation or while I was in quarantine as well.
Okay.
So what I did was that I ordered these extension bands online and I was working out in my room as well. So probably I might have to stand up. So you can probably, Mr. Producer, you can zoom out as well. This wasn't a part of our plan, but these extension bands are really too tight for me to actually pull them up as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So what are we going to do with these? Come on, you know, for everybody who's at home, if they're going to order them, what
Okay.
can they do?
What do they
I
help us
bring,
with?
you know, especially the bands because it's not very expensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I told them that, you know, even if you're sitting, for example, if we are working on the chest,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay.
So if we are, you know,
Right.
just holding it
Let
from
me-
here,
yeah.
so you will adjust it. So I brought two. So even while you're sitting,
Yeah.
you can work on
Come
your
on.
chest. Yes.
Breathe in, breathe out, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're pushing, you have to breathe out.
Is there a
And it's
pace we
coming
should
in-
maintain?
Sorry?
Is there a pace we should maintain?
Pace, this will maintain.
Okay.
Because this is actually really hard.
Yeah, it's
it
not
looks
easy.
so hard, man.
You know, that's like one band and this is
That's
two.
two,
So of
yeah.
course it's, you know, it's really difficult even from, you know, lifting weights.
Yeah.
Because you work with the
And
resistance.
there's
But
a lot of resistance in it as well.
yes.
Yeah.
So I brought this, like, you know, even if you're at home, and especially we had one phase of coronavirus and then we have a second phase which is getting serious.
Okay.
One thing I was always telling people that, you know, don't stress. Okay? Because, you know, like, for example, if you get infected,
Yeah.
you know, if you get infected, so before you start an exercise, you have to see the precautions.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's just, you know, directly attached to your lungs. So for example, in the phase one, if you get infected or you don't want to get infected, you have to work and you have to work on your breathing. Simple breathing exercises, but first we're going to talk about the patients who are actually in isolation.
But you know, stress is actually inevitable. God forbid if you have COVID, you know, you think of things which you might not have ever thought of as well. Because, you know, while I had it, I was like, you know what, there's no medicine for it. You know, people say that there's no cure for it. So the only cure you're going to get is from Allah Almighty. And I think that was the belief as well. So stress is inevitable, but what exercises can we do to make sure that we have lower stress levels? Let's do this.
That exercise is like meditation.
Okay.
First of all, you have to start doing yoga.
Let's do it.
Okay, so for example, if you're doing yoga,
Yeah.
like you're sitting.
Okay.
I want you to close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay, one hand on your chest, on your
Okay.
neck, and one on your belly.
on
You
my
will sit
belly.
straight. So you inhale, yes, expand your rib cage, and exhale, relax. Okay, so close your eyes and focus. Inhale, deep breathing is very important, and exhale. Again, inhale, and I'm your trainer, so I'm seeing.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, yeah. Do it. Inhale, deep breathing, and exhale. I close your eyes. No cheating.
They're closed.
Okay. So when you inhale, you have to breathe deep and you have to fill up your air in your belly.
Right.
And exhale, you have to let go of all the tensions and everything. So yoga and meditation is like, you're focusing on something. How do you feel?
I feel sleepy now.
Oh.
Because I'm so used to it, every time if I cannot fall asleep, I do deep breathing and I sleep.
Okay, I was
I'll
telling
try.
one thing which is very interesting,
Yeah.
and a lot of people were actually asking me what it is. Yoga is basically about the focus, mental connection.
Yeah.
Okay, mental connection with your soul and your body. So I was telling people, okay, if you're stressing and if you're in isolation, just lie down on the floor. Okay, let go of your body, relax your body. Like there's like I
Like
don't
you're
have.
This
floating
might
in the
look very
swimming pool,
bad
huh?
on television, but yeah, it's good doing it.
Just lie down, play some nice
Act that.
music, any music which you feel like,
Yeah.
close the lights, think of something which makes you happy.
Welcome to the Hotel California.
Something like that. Anything
a
like you're
lovely place.
traveling and like as if you're eating good food or whatever
Yeah.
you feel like, and then lie down, think about it
Okay.
for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and trust me, you will feel.
No,
feel
but that's
better.
not what we want. We do not want to think about anything at all, because the mind is so captivated with all the things you want to do in life and probably whatever your schedule is all about, you just keep on thinking, you're like, okay, I want to be on time and all of that. So it keeps on going. So every time you're going to lie down, even to sleep, you will have these thoughts in your mind. So how can we get those
Shut that
thoughts
down.
out and just have the body and the mind and the soul? That's
Keep
it.
yourself busy.
Okay.
One thing, an exercise. As I told you, with the bands, you can do 100 of exercises. Okay. Second of all, like I actually was telling people that you always have to see the positive side, and we being trainers, we are always very positive. And I was telling people that see, coronavirus, when we get isolated, it actually improves our mental skills.
Yeah.
We, online business, creativity, people start designing websites, people, start working, and, even offices were working at home.
Yeah.
So the main thing is like, how you actually spend that time, because a lot of people were saying that, oh, we've been isolated, we are getting bored at home, the kids are not going to school.
Yeah.
How you are actually utilizing that time, how you're making yourself like, busy, so you're not getting distracted. So I was telling, and I was doing the same thing, like, okay, as I started online classes since like almost a year.
Wow.
That's
But
nice.
I was telling people that, like, for example, if you're at home, you don't have any equipment to work out, you don't have anything else, clean the cupboard,
Yeah.
take the things out, work on your social media accounts, learn something. You have so
Learn
many
a
things.
new
Maybe
skill,
if you wanted to read a book, so, start reading, divert your mind.
Yeah.
Because the only thing which you can do, even in the normal routine, we all are stressed.
Yes.
It's not about coronavirus. It has nothing to do with COVID-19. It's all about your mind. So you have to work on your nervous system, like how you control. So when you do the yoga, and when you do these kind of things, it just gives you a balance. And that's
Yeah.
what I was telling, like, even you exercise also.
Yeah.
We have a control on our body.
Yeah.
Okay, now, even if you're feeling sleepy in the morning, because we have to wake up early in the morning, no matter how much less sleep we have, no matter how much we do, but we are now focused, we switch on the button and we are
Exactly. As
happy.
soon as I'm under the shower, I'm like, yeah, man, come on, bring it on, bring it on.
That's
And the
really
best part
nice.
is, I'm sorry, Shiza, that I'm
problem.
going to take a minute over here, even though I know that you've signaled me that you have a question. But since, Tamina was telling everybody that even if you do not have any equipment, you can do the cupboards, you can learn a scale. But hey, you know what? I think that you can make your own gym equipment as well, because this is what I did.
Yeah.
So I had stones filled in 1.5 liter bottles, which I was using as doubles initially because nobody could go out and everybody was in a lockdown. And then we had these small tables which were my bench press as well. And then we had these 2 chairs which weren't very heavy, but I could use them for my shoulder press and everything, or probably lateral raises. And I think everybody can do that. Everybody can be full of ideas, and your brain definitely will get sharp.
And necessity is the mother of invention
Yeah.
over here.
I actually did the same thing, and I made videos on my social media, and I told people like, okay, if you know, a lot of people were even saying like, bottle se kya hoga? You know, bottles are like.
Yeah.
I said,
Corona, there are
okay,
100 reps.
why are you taking like that, you know, small bottle? There are different sizes of
Exactly.
bottle, and then you have to play with it. You can either increase the repetitions,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or you can make a circuit.
Exactly.
And as you said, like, you know, the tables and the chairs and sofa,
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like our house is like now a mess. It becomes a gym.
Yeah.
All right, but Tamina, we really need to talk about this. So older people are definitely more vulnerable to contracting the virus, and because it's the major aspect of the disease is pulmonary, so they can often, you know, rarely actually, they come out of fighting with it because they don't have the tendency.
Yeah.
So God forbid. So for older people, especially who do develop this disease, how can they make their lungs stronger, stamina tighter to come out of it?
First thing, if they don't have a fever like pneumonia or something,
Yes.
or especially there's this disease called like, you know, the acute respiratory distress syndrome,
Okay.
which is like, you know, it damages your lungs.
All right.
Until unless you don't have that, you can exercise. Like, for example, older adults, as I told you, like, you know, they can lie down. They don't have to even sit.
Okay.
They have to breathe, like, you know, few repetitions. Even if they're lying down on the bed or isolation, they can breathe. But you have to breathe deeply to actually, you know, work on your respiratory system and, of course, your lungs.
All right.
Second of all, why did I bring this bands?
Yeah.
Just to show you, like, you know, if you're sitting, if you're in the hospital or wherever you are, you can easily work.
Yeah.
Okay. So the main thing is like, how can you work? For example, if I'm sitting, okay, now I want to work on my upper body, shoulders. I can do this.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Let's
you
do
can
this
do the
together.
triceps, or you hold this. Like, we can always adjust it. For example, you're doing the shoulder press.
No,
Yes?
This is not the shoulder press.
This is the front shoulder press, overhead press. Overhead press.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do this, and you can do from the back. Okay, so something like this, or you can do the same thing with the chest. Older adults, anybody can do that.
All right.
Okay, so then again, you can do the bicep curl.
Yeah.
You can fix it here while sitting.
good.
You can do that. There are 100 of things which you can do, even if you're working on your shoulders, lateral raises. Let me just do it from here.
Whichever way you want it to. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Wonderful.
I'm sitting and I don't want to mess this up. So
I
there are-
didn't think that you can actually do lateral raises with these bands while standing because they're really tight.
they are really
There's a
tight,
lot of
yes,
resistance
but
in
you
it.
have to adjust it. That is fine.
Yeah, this is
But
fine.
of course, like even if you don't have that, you can use the elastic.
Probably, yeah.
All right.
That
the regular elastic.
the
you
thick
get.
one, elastic.
Okay.
Even though you can play with it, you know, like you have to
Or
be
you can
creative.
probably play Kish with that as well.
I loved to do that.
There was this game in our childhood, ladies and gentlemen, my sisters used to play. Used to call it Kish.
Yes, it
I
used
don't know, you know, you had to put in one foot and then the other. and then
I
you had to
did
jump.
that, and then
Yeah.
skip rope.
Yeah. skip
Yeah,
rope.
skip
Use
rope. I
the
like.
skip rope,
Or
yeah.
Maran Pittu. You know, because you have to jump anyways, you know, or whatever you call it. So I think everybody
Her
can do that.
expressions.
Shehzad is going to tell you all the like gully danda and everything. Okay then.
Coco, you know, Coco was a game where we used to play. We used to push intentionally. Oh, Coco.
But one thing I remember, Shehzad, and you will agree with me, like in our childhood, we had actually the games which were physically, you know,
Engaging,
physically
yes,
engaging.
absolutely.
But now the kids are on the mobiles. I don't even know how to play those
Yeah.
games, but you know, it's all.
And you know what? The kids are not even playing games. They're watching people play games. That's the problem. Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
Alright.
so you know, there are other YouTubers who play all day long, and then they put their
Yes.
whatever they've been doing in the game, and then the kids just watch it and be like, "Hey, you know what? He's such a good player. Come on, man. You
Such
guys
a
need
boring
to be
time
praised
to be a
yourself
kid."
as well." But it was great. One last thing which we wanted to ask you as well, and that is, since we've talked about elderly people, you know, they're usually very scared of, you know, being on a treadmill. And it's because of the fact that, you know, that the speed is continuous, and if the heart rate goes up, you know, it's very hard, and then people have had heart attacks
Yeah.
on treadmills as well. Would you recommend treadmill for people over 60 or over 50 or people with heart issues, or you wouldn't?
And if not, then
Or
what?
any safer way of using treadmills?
They can use a treadmill if somebody is with them.
Okay.
Because if you already have a heart disease
Yeah.
like hypertension or palpitation or anything, and you know, people get dizzy.
Yeah.
You must have seen that, you know, people when they are walking on the belt, because it's a belt, it's not a normal surface, so people
Right,
get dizzy.
right.
So I would definitely suggest that, you know, if you're trying it for the first time, if you're an older adult or you have asthma, if you're asthmatic, if you're hypertensive or you have palpitation or something, then do it with someone who is, you know, going to take care of you.
All right.
Second of all, try to do normal walk. Even in corona, you know, you can go to the park, you can go on your roof, you can go anywhere, like, you know, even in your streets.
So physical activities are a must actually to fight
It's
this.
of course must to, you know, just have a mental and, you know, like mental health or your physical health, but the only thing is that, you know, like you have to get rid of that stress and make yourself busy.
Exactly.
So if you're not going to do that, so of course, you know, even if we are having a normal flu or something,
Yeah.
so when we are stressed, you know, we are feeling dizzy. So one last thing I definitely would want to tell you, like for example, if you're infected with coronavirus or you don't have any coronavirus, but if your body says no, I can't do it, you feel dizzy, you feel tired or something, please stop. Listen to your body.
Don't
always.
force
Don't
yourself.
force yourself.
Don't
Like for example, if I'm stretching my hand like this and I'm feeling pain, I know that I can't do it, and I'm seeing a video or something and I'm pushing myself, of course in the end of your time you will get injured. So don't do that. Listen to your body and slowly and gradually increase the pace.
Thank
That's
you very much
brilliant,
for
and
your
thank-
kind words as well, and
Yeah.
thank you very much for joining us. It was wonderful to be in conversation with you, Tamina, and it's always wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you
You know,
for
you were
having me.
always full of energy, you're always full of positive vibes, and I think that you're a great trainer.
And
to
I
have
love
a-
the games
to
you
be around.
remind me of my childhood.
Absolutely.
I'm glad that you played them all.
I played them all.
You did,
Wow.
that's nice. But
That's
Tamina,
wonderful.
I think this was very insightful and informative for all the people watching, of all ages actually,
Yeah.
who did actually pass through the COVID-19 situation as well, or did not even. You should definitely be warned by practicing the things that Tamina mentioned. But today happens to be 12th of January, ladies and gentlemen, and it is a significant day in the heroic history of Pakistan. Why so?
Exactly, and it's because of the fact that, ladies and gentlemen, today it actually happens to be the birth anniversary of Sayyid Ahmed Shah Sahab as well, or his pen name is Ahmed Faraz. He's a great poet, he's a script writer, you know, he was the chairman of the Letters organization as well. So we wanted to pay him homage as well. We're going to share something very wonderful with you. Please go ahead and take a look.
ऐ मेरे अब्र करम देखे वीराना जान, ऐ मेरे अब्र करम देखे वीराना जान, क्या किसी दश्त पे तूने कभी बारिश नहीं की? हम के दुख ओढ़ के खलवत में पड़े रहते हैं, हमने बाजार में जख्मों की नुमाइश नहीं की।
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are remembering Mr. Ahmed Faraz today as it happens to be his birth anniversary. Please make sure to, you know, share it with your kids as well, because these legends have actually earned a lot of name and respect for our country, our homeland, motherland, Pakistan as well. Please write to us on our Facebook page, which is with the name of,
Well, this morning,
on Twitter,
This Morning without a G.
on Daily Motion and YouTube.
It's, well, you have to look for Well This Morning at the PTV World channel.
Exactly, and the fabulous repeat is going to be at
5 past midnight tonight.
till the next time, ladies and gentlemen, look after yourselves. 1, 2, 3. Good
morning. Stay safe.
Thank you.